So, hi everyone. Welcome to the coffee talk for Wednesday morning. I'm really excited. This is Coffee Talk with the Docs. And I am so excited to introduce Dr. Jenna and Dr. Amy. They
Hi. Hello.
they are Camp Docs 2.0, Dr. Mike 2.0. So we're going to spend some time. Many of you might know Jenna, but we're going to learn a little more about her and we're going to get to know Amy. So we're going to start first with Dr. Jenna. Tell me a little fun facts about who you are.
Okay. Fun facts about me. So I am from Sweet Valley, Pennsylvania, which is actually only about 30 minutes from camp. So really close for me from my dad's house. And other fun fact, I guess, is that my dad's a veterinarian. So I grew up on in the woods, but essentially a farm with lots and lots of animals. So many decades ago at camp, we used to do a petting zoo of my dad's animals that we would bring up. So I guess those are two fun facts about me. And other fun fact, I guess this would be year number 18 of going to PA Vet Camp. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, thanks. You just made me feel really old because I've been
I
there
made
for.
myself feel really old, Tonya.
And I have to share my favorite pet that you used to bring to camp was that big turtle. Or is he
Tortoise,
called?
Tonya. Tortoise.
Sorry, tortoise. He was
Love it.
amazing.
Yes.
Incredible creature. I love the petting zoo. That was so much fun.
Yeah,
It
it was
was
pretty fun.
amazing to watch your dad set it up too, with like all of those wired fences and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he had it down to a science for
Yes,
sure.
he did. So, Amy, you are new to camp. We're so excited to have Dr. Amy join us. So,
Yes, I
tell
am. I'm
us,
the young one. Uh,
you got a few years to catch up to 18, but that's okay. So, tell us a little bit about you. What are your fun facts?
so I'm originally from New Jersey and moved out to Hershey, Pennsylvania, the sweetest place on earth. Some fun facts about me. I am an only child, and this will actually be my first time ever going to camp
Oh,
because my parents never let me go. So I'm really excited for that. And I'm a little bit of a crazy Disney person. Um, to the point where we would see all the Marvel movies the night they came out. Our wedding was a little Disney themed. My dog has a Disney name. So we're pretty big Disney people. So I will sing the Moana songs, and we won't talk about Bruno.
So, we might have to recruit you for a little bit of dress up costume stuff for the activities. And I know that Dr. Jenna will gladly give you that role.
yes. Here you go.
I'll make sure my hair is nice and bright red, and I'll be Merida. It's fine.
There you go. Because there is a little bit of a tradition of camp doctors being suckered into being in activities and wearing really interesting costumes. So
Yes,
just saying that might happen next year.
it's very
I'll see what I
likely.
can muster.
So, Dr. Jenna, tell me a little bit about your favorite things at camp.
Oh, goodness. My favorite things at camp. I think my favorite activity of camp is the dance for sure. So the dance is historically always the last night of camp. And my favorite thing about it is all our campers always usually couple up and ask each other to go to the dance together. The girls get all dressed up, boys get dressed up, they pick each other up and go to the dance. And it's just a really fun time seeing everybody get all glammed up. So that's my favorite. I love the pool because it's usually scorching hot at camp every year. So we love when we get to go to the pool and hang out for a while. Um, Zip lining and rock wall climbing, those are big. People love those. So those are a lot of our campers' favorite things. And then I also just like our meal times because we always have great music playing and we have a lot of traditions that include banging on the tables and screaming at the top of our lungs. And a lot of folks will get up and start dancing and stuff. So those are probably some of my favorite. And then my last favorite would just be porch nights, when kind of everything has died down and everyone's just hanging out, and the older crowd of kids will hang out on the porch and just, catch up and talk about life and all those kind of things. So those would be my favorites.
And if you're looking for a fine dining, quiet atmosphere dinner, van camp's not your place.
No. Oh, I also like when we have campfires and make marshmallows, make s'mores.
I like when we make the big boats with the bananas in them and everything.
Oh, they're so good.
They are so good. Yeah, we haven't figured out how to do that virtually yet and make it be the same. We'll just have to get that next year.
Yeah, we'll have to do that next year.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing camp is a lot of food, so now I'm really excited.
It's a lot of food.
A lot of carbohydrates.
It's a lot of carb loading.
Yes. Yes,
dieting does not really work that week of the year.
No.
Oh my gosh, Tonya and Amy has yet to have our cookies that our ladies make for us. Cookies and brownies every single day. And they also make delicious iced tea in the big old school jugs. So good.
You can't not eat Gail's cookies. I don't care what diet.
Oh, and the Rice Krispie treats, Amy, are the best.
I love a good Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah. So it's a lot of food.
There's something about them being made on like the biggest sheet ever. And like just somehow I think they get extra butter and marshmallows in when they make them on the biggest sheet ever.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I think that's the trick to the Rice Krispie treats. I don't know. I don't know their secrets, but I'm guessing that that's. And
more butter's probably close.
So Amy, all that, what are you most excited about other than the food?
Why can't the food be my answer?
Well, it can be.
I'm really excited to meet everyone. So I moved in the middle of a pandemic, and I now live in a place where I don't know anyone. So I'm excited to get back out and meet a bunch of people and do some fun things and have a really awesome week with fun activities. And the pool sounds awesome, and the porch, and really just connecting with people and having an awesome time.
Well, one of the things that's amazing about Van Camp is it's not just people you get to connect with, it's a family that we all build. And that's been, I think, my favorite thing about Van Camp is that, we have made lifelong friends and people connect outside of camp, and the campers become lifelong friends. And that's been one of the coolest things I think about Van Camp is that those friendships, and it's more like a family. So you will not only have friends, but you'll adopt this big, huge family that we just won't let you alone. We'll bother you in the holidays. We'll drop in unexpectedly.
Child, small family.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, only child, and I'm one of 6 over here.
So you're between 2 only children, because I was an only child too.
Oh my gosh, guys.
And
no.
I'm
I
actually an only child.
sister, but for the big part of my childhood, I was an only child.
Wow.
And how you said your mom would let you go to camp, my mom wouldn't let me buy like little junk toys. She always made me buy a book instead. So when I started as activities director, that's how the camp store got started.
Oh my God, I love the camp store.
Buy all the junk
Other
toys.
favorite part of camp. Noelle knows.
Yep.
Second Noelle gets the camp store going, I'm first in line.
So you got to have all the cool like junk toys that your mom would never let you have. See, so that's what happens to us only kids. We grow up and have to hang out at camps.
Right. We rebel.
There you go.
I was never allowed to go to stay away camp either. This was the first stay away camp that I was allowed to go to as well. So
there you go. This is what happens. We make sure nobody else can't go to camp or have a bag of junk toys to take home.
That's right.
So we are supposed to be talking about the day we're going to have today together. And it is Wednesday, and we've got a lot of fun things planned. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the schedule. In the morning, we are going to do the mason jar craft. Mason jar craft with a map in it that's like a lantern. I got to see all the parts, so I helped pack the boxes. And Amy, you were there to help pack the boxes too. And it looks like a really fun craft. So excited about that.
It's exciting.
And then we're going to have a virtual walking tour which I hear there's some scavenger hunting to do on that walking tour. So
Ooh.
Scavenger hunt.
yeah, camp scavenger hunts are always fun. So I am
Keep it
sure.
a
And
little competitive.
a good friend of mine is leading the virtual walking tour, and she is really funny. So
Oh, that'll be fun. That's
put her on.
exciting.
We'll have to put her on the spot, and tell everybody she's funny, and then she'll have to be really entertaining. And then I have no idea what this is. This is a Pokeball clay magnet. I remember seeing the parts, but I don't know what it looks like.
Ooh.
Does anybody know Pokemon?
I'm going to have to learn a lot about Pokemon during camp. I will admit that I was not into Pokemon just from probably an age standpoint of when it came out and stuff. So I'm excited to see all about it and learn about it.
Yeah.
I know Pikachu's a thing.
Pikachu is a thing.
I remember that now. I had forgotten about Pikachu, and then I was like, oh, so I do know something. That's the end of my knowledge of Pokemon.
I think there are Pokemon cards in my house, and I think there will be a very grumpy husband at the end of this interview who's going to barge in and say, "You never listen." Something about a Charizard and a Jigglypuff and things like that. So I look forward to learning more or remembering things I forgot.
Uh-oh. So now when he tells you all of that useless trivia, he can get back and say, see, you did need to know that.
He probably knows all about it.
Yeah, I'll get in trouble.
Well, so you'll have to fill us in. Get a cheat sheet for us and fill us in so we can figure out what's going on.
Yes. But
and then the evening, which I'm excited to see how this turns out, because I am betting there's going to be some really cool costumes. There is going to be a Pokemon fashion show.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
And I know, Amy, you haven't had the chance to see Bent Camp fashion shows, but they are epic. Epic.
And this year will be in their Poke finest.
Yes. Just to give you an idea, there was a duct tape outfit fashion show one year that probably I think Pokemon fashion show should try to beat it, because it's a hard one to beat. It was
the duct tape is hard to beat. That is hard to beat.
Yeah. So always excited for a good Vent Camp fashion show. And then, of course, we end with the bedtime stories, which everybody needs to check in with the bedtime stories. This year we have a whole new group of bedtime story readers. And Doc Amy, I hear you are following in the footsteps of Dr. Mike.
Yes. All the most wonderful doctors really take their time and try to perfect their craft and maybe submit things at the last minute.
So you're saying yours is going to be the most creatively done.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be done.
Well, now I will say that although Doc Mike submits them late, they have been pretty creative. So
they've had special editing. Yep.
There might not be editing. I may be in my pajamas, but because bedtime story. I'll try voices. We'll see what happens. I've been practicing.
No pressure. No pressure.
A little.
A little. He's had like 20 some or 30 years to practice it, so you've got time.
Yeah, he's got an unfair advantage, I will say.
Yes, he does have an unfair advantage. He's had to wear lots of costumes and practice lots of voices. Well, I am so excited to have our Dr. Jenna and Dr. Amy team for next year, and this year too. And I'm hoping that you can join us for lots of the activities for Vent Camp this year. And I'm so excited that you were able to do coffee talk with us and introduce Wednesday's activities.
Yes, very excited for virtual Vent Camp, and then very excited for next year's in-person camp.
Yay.
Super excited to see what it's all about and seeing the sort of real deal next year.
Virtual camp is a fun, crazy time, and then you'll be all ready for even more fun at Vent Camp in person.
Nice little lead in.
All right, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Bye.